Hello, good evening, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And today, or this evening, for the second time, welcome to the live stream. We will be doing the preview for tomorrow's sequence of events. And we know we have the 200 meters coming up, we have some hurdles, we have a ton load of action for those who are interested in what's happening in the Olympic Games. I know your pet events, the likes of the 100 meters, they've already gone. But I tell you, there's still a ton load more of action left to come, and you can stay tuned as we will go through each one of those for the next 25 minutes or so while you keep our company. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV. As soon as you hop onto the live stream, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't voted as yet either, we have a poll ongoing. Can anyone in this lineup beat Noah Lyles? You need to answer. The ball is in your court as far as answers go. Big shout out to the entire Jamaican diaspora. Today is Independence Day in Jamaica, and as we've done in the previous live stream, we will be running through again the national anthem for Jamaica, because 62 years ago today Jamaica gained independence, and that's something in and of itself to embrace. We won't take it for granted. We won't act as if okay, it's a given, because it could not have been so. And although a lot of countries are moving towards, and they constantly stress it, equity, diversity, and inclusion, a lot of us are still having to work twice and three times as hard just to level up, not even to get ahead, but to level up. So Independence Day for Jamaica, although in theory it says Jamaica's independence, in practice there's still a lot more work to be done. And I implore on you, the Jamaican diaspora and the Caribbean diaspora, to keep on looking out for your fellow Caribbean people and your fellow Jamaicans, because if we don't, no one else is going to look out for us. Okay, so Eternal Father, bless our land, guard us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be force forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Time is a race. All right, so the race will be coming tomorrow. What we'll be doing is we will be Mirage Fowler. Boom, definitely, boom. So as I said a little bit earlier, keep on looking out for your Jamaican and your Caribbean brothers and sisters, because if you don't look out for them, no one else will. All right, and although today is Independence Day for Jamaica in theory, there's a lot more to be done in practice for us to be truly independent as a people. And for Jamaicans, there's a lot more to be done for our people. And for those who are living outside of Jamaica, you can attest to it when I'm saying it's far more difficult. So we're independent on paper, but a lot more to be done. So for those on here who are in positions to give that one Jamaican or that one Caribbean brother or sister a chance, whether it's at a job, whether it's at whatever, please give them an opportunity. You may be surprised. Okay, so that said, let's get over to the action. Remember, smash the like button as soon as you hop onto the live stream. We won't dwell too much this evening. As per usual, big shout out to everyone in the comment section. Almost Man, Mirage Fowler, Shoei Edition, Merkel Richards, Naturally Mar, as welcome back. So we want, yes, it was Michael Walker. It was the Jamaican national anthem. My rendition is not so great, maybe not even a fraction of Ian Andrews' version that rang out at the Puma headquarters in Paris earlier on today. But nonetheless, we have to show respect to the Jamaican national anthem. You believe it? The Jamaican, even the flag. We didn't have a flag prior to independence, and now we have one of the most recognizable and one of the most vibrant flags anywhere on planet Earth. So big shout out. Today is a big day for the Jamaicans. Right now, the National Stadium is in high spirits because we're having the annual Grand Gala, and I'm doing this live stream now, so I can get it over with and I can go ahead and I can check out the Grand Gala. Not able to be there in person, obviously, but I'm going to be tuning in via the television and supporting it as per usual. Always a treat, always like nostalgic, looking back and seeing bits and pieces of our culture being showcased at the National Stadium. All right, so without further ado, let me just jump over to what most folks are here to see this evening, and that is tomorrow's sequence of events. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, Halftime TV will be going live tomorrow morning to cover the first set of action, or the first events that are happening tomorrow morning. So we have the men's high jump qualification at 4:05, but we will be going live at 4. The women's hurdles, 100-meter hurdles, is what's up first for us. We won't be doing the high jump. We will be jumping down to the women's 100-meter hurdles. So in heat number 1, and before we even go through the heats, first in each heat and the next 3 fastest time will advance to the semi-final. All others will go through the repechage round, except those who did not start, did not finish, and disqualify. Again, the first 3 and the next fastest 3, well, the next 3 fastest times will advance to the semi-final. All others will advance through the repechage round. So what that means is they will have an extra race because they will have to go to the repechage round and they'll have to compete. And usually in the repechage round, it's the first place. So whomever wins it qualifies automatically, and then the next 2 fastest times. So heat number 1, we have Mako Fukube out of Japan. We have Sidonie out of Madagascar. Yep. We have Janique Brown. So much controversy around Janique over the last couple of years. Good to see her getting her head in the game. She said prior to the national championship, the coach told her that she was ready. She was thinking that she was going to hold off a bit until next year. Then she make a push for the world championship. The coach told her she was ready. She went out there at the national championship and she did the business. So Janique Brown, good to see her back. I hope she does well, really. And again, it's good that she can gauge herself to see where she's at ahead of next season, where she was ultimately planning to make that stellar comeback. So Janique Brown runs out of lane number 4 in heat number 1. We have Makaya Tin Lim out of the Netherlands. Vanessa Caicedo runs out of lane number 6, represent Ecuador. We have Alicia Johnson out of the United States running out of lane number 7, and Yanni Wu out of China representing in from lane number 8. We have the record holder Toby Amerson in lane number 9. So Toby Amerson, the world record holder, runs out of lane number 9. And that is heat number 1. So heat number 2, we have Jasmine Camacho Quinn, the Olympic record holder. We have Celeste Mucci out of Australia in lane number 3. We have Yumi Tanaka out of Japan in lane number 4. Amelia Chatfield out of Haiti in lane number 5. Out of Liberia, we have Ebony Morrison in lane number 6. Denisha Cartwright, Bahamas, lane number 7. Pia runs out of lane number 8, representing Poland. And Sydney Sember in lane number 9 represents Great Britain. So you can see the season's best on the right of your screen. As far as world rankings go, Jasmine Camacho Quinn is the number 1 ranked in the event. We can see that in this race, she is the only person ranked in the top 10. So naturally, she's the favorite to go on to win it, especially on the back of what she's been doing over the last couple of years. So Jasmine Camacho Quinn, personal best 12.26, season's best 12.39. Let's see what she has in store for us in this one. Pay attention to the poll as well. she is also expected to finish strongly. In heat number 3, we have Mariam Abdul Rashid representing Canada. We have Serena Samba Mayela out of France, Michelle Janique out of Australia, Greta is at Kyrgyz out of Hungary, Masai Russell in lane number 6 represents the United States of America. In lane number 7, we have Rita Hertz representing Finland. Charisma Taylor runs out to lane number 8. What an amazing name. She represents Bahamas. And in lane number 9, we have Nadine Visser representing the Netherlands. Again, season's best. Most of the athletes in and around the same, below 13 seconds naturally, and hovering around that 12.5, 12.6 area. Visser and Samba have gotten to 12.3, and then we can see one cut above the rest in the form of Masai Russell with 12.25. So your pick, Masai Russell, in my opinion, is the standout athlete in that heat. So heat number 4, round number 1, Dita Kambunji. Yes, you've heard the name before. You've heard Mujinga Kambunji. Well, this is Ditaji Kambunji. And yes, they are related. They are. All right. We have Izzat Jayoti Yaraji out of India in lane number 3. Marianne Fori out of South Africa in lane number 4. Luka Kujak out of Hungary runs out of lane number 5. Sarah Levin out of Ireland in lane number 6. Yoveni Mota out of Venezuela in lane number 7. And Letitia Bapti out of France in lane number 8. Then we have Daniel Williams, world champion, in lane number 9. So Daniel Williams runs out of lane number 9. In my opinion, she's a favorite to win this one. Okay, so let's keep an eye on Daniel Williams for this one in heat number 5. And remember, this is still round number 1, people. I hope Akira and then, okay, hurdles is always exciting. Very much so. The hurdles, no joke. And as I've said in previous times, when it comes down to the hurdles, folks, it's not the fastest person that wins it. It's the person who's able to maneuver those literal hurdles. All right. So, usually we talk figuratively and you say, okay, in life, you're going to have some hurdles and you're going to have challenges. But these athletes have literal hurdles in front of them that they need to maneuver in order to get to the finish line. So the 100-meter hurdle, this is round 1, everyone. And we have Devine Charlton representing Bahamas. This is heat number 5. Akira Nugent, the Jamaican, in lane number 3. Lotta Harala out of Finland in lane number 4. We have Liz Clay representing Australia, running out of lane number 5. Yue Lin to China, lane number 6. Victoria Forster, Slovakia, in lane number 7. Michelle Harrison in lane number 8. And Grace Stark in lane number 9. So we said it before, and we'll say it again. Akira Nugent, one of the favorites to win this one. So far, both the Jamaicans, Akira Nugent and Daniel Williams, I have them putting out ahead in their respective heats. We have Jasmine Camacho Quinn coming out in hers, followed by Pia out of Poland. Toby Amerson, naturally she is the world record holder, so we can't write her off. But Janique Brown has been having a good comeback season as well. So we're going to throw her in there, but Alicia Johnson will be the one next to Amerson. So top 4 in the final, Toby, Nugent, Russell, Quinn. Sounds good. And we will revisit that. All right. So that's it for the 100-meter hurdles. And remember, Halftime TV will be covering it tomorrow morning. And that's kind of why we're going through them now. Give us a little bit of time to get some sleep and be back here. So the men's 800-meter round 1. This one kicks off at 5:55 tomorrow. So and don't ask me why I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling down to heat number 5 because that's where we have Navaski Anderson out of Jamaica competing. So for those who are interested in watching, Navaski out of Jamaica competes in heat number 5. Okay, I won't go through it because I won't be covering it tomorrow. But if you're interested, it starts at 5:55. Navaski representing Jamaica, running in heat number 5. So for full transparency, to ensure that everyone knows what's happening, that's what's up. Scrolling down to the next event that's taking place tomorrow. So at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be having the 110-meter hurdles. And this is the semi-final. So semi-final number 1, we have Weibo Qin out of China running out of lane number 2. In lane number 3, we have Jamaica's Hansel Parchment, who barely made it to this round. We have Rashid Muratake out of Japan in lane number 4. Enrique Lopez out of Spain in lane number 5. Grant Holloway. So definitely one of the more exciting semifinals. So Grant Holloway and Hansel Parchment, I expect them to be neck and neck going through the final, the final hurdle. Antoine Andrews representing Bahamas, in lane number 7. Michael Obasui out of Belgium in lane number 8, and Raphael Mohamed representing France runs out of lane number 9. In semi-final number 2, we have Freddie Crittenden representing the United States, Tade Ojora, Great Britain, Francois Mendy in lane number 4 represents Senegal, Jason Joseph, Switzerland in lane number 5, Rashid Broadbell in lane number 6, Ndele Simonelli in lane number 7, Sasha Zoya in lane number 8, and Rafael Pereira in lane number 9. So Freddie Crittenden, one of the favorites, but also Rashid Broadbell, don't write him out. Don't write him off. Rashid Broadbell and Freddie Crittenden is my 1-2 for that race. In semi-final number 3, we have coming from lane 9, we have Wilhelm Belokian out of France. We have Daniel Roberts, the United States, Orlando Bennett, Jamaica, Eduardo Rodriguez out of Brazil, Shunsuke Izumiya out of Japan, and Zoe Zhu out of China, Milan Trakovic out of Cyprus, and Asia Martinez out of Spain. So those are your starters. Daniel Roberts is the favorite. Will Orlando Bennett have enough in the tank to compete? Will he have enough in the tank to keep up? We will see, but I'm rooting for the Jamaican nonetheless. So Daniel Roberts for first, and then I'm rooting for the Jamaican to make the top 3. Let's see how it plays out. What are your predictions, though, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers? Let's hear who you have finishing in those automatic places for semi-final number 3. So 3 Jamaicans. We have Orlando Bennett, we have Rashid Broadbell, and we have Hansel Parchment. So those are the 3 for the 110-meter hurdles at 1:15 as well. And this is one that I will be paying attention to. And this is primarily because of this youngster here. And this is the triple jump, folks. This youngster here, Jaden Hibbert. He's the reason I will be paying attention to the triple jump. So in qualification group B, Jaden Hibbert, the young Jamaican, see him right down here, number 16. I want you guys to turn on your respective devices. If you're watching in the United States, you can watch it through Peacock. If you're watching in Canada, CBC Sports. And I want you to go out and to support Jaden Hibbert. Naturally, Alejandro Diaz is the favorite, but I expect Jaden Hibbert to be on the podium in the triple jump. I have him down as one of the Jamaican athletes in the field to secure a medal. So Jaden Hibbert, folks, pay attention to him. He has a bright future ahead of him, and I think he'll be making 3 steps towards that brilliant future of his tomorrow afternoon in the triple jump. All right, 1:35. We have the men's 400-meter hurdles, and this is the semi-final. We have Jahil Hyde running in semi-final number 1. So again, tomorrow, jam-packed day. Who should I bet for 3rd place in the 400-meter? Samu Kungar, Kirani James. Well, if it's those two, I'd say Kirani James. But yeah, the 400-meter hurdles, Trevor Bassett out of the United States, Joshua Abaku out of Germany runs out the lane number 3. Nick Smith out of the Netherlands, Schmidt out of the Netherlands in lane number 4. Ezekiel Nathaniel, Nigeria, lane number 5. Clement Lucas out of France. Carson Varholm, naturally the favorite. Jael Hyde lines up next to him, and Alison Dos Santos. So, extremely challenging for Jael Hyde to progress through this round, if I'm to be honest with you. Primarily because those two athletes who are flanking him, Carson Varholm and Alison Dos Santos, they are the favorites to secure gold and silver. So, Jael Hyde, I think he's in one of the tougher semifinals, and I don't expect him to progress, if I'm to be honest. So, first, Carson Varholm. Second, Dos Santos, in my opinion. Let's see how it plays out. So, in semifinal number 2, we have Berka Kam out of Turkey, Emil Ajekum out of Germany, Kyron McMaster out of British Virgin Islands, Adiram Samba out of Qatar, Malik James King representing Jamaica, Rasmus Magi out of Estonia, CJ Allen out of the United States, and Alessandro Sibilio out of Italy. So the two for this one, Rasmus Magi and CJ Allen, in my opinion, they will be the ones progressing as 1-2. Malik James King, let's see if he can get in as one of the fastest outside the top 2. In semifinal number 3, Gerald Drummond out of Costa Rica. Then Carl Bengstrom out of Sweden. We have Ware Mokobe out of Kenya. Ray Benjamin, the United States. Matthias Lima out of Brazil. Wilfred Hapio out of France. Rashawn Clark out of Jamaica. And Alistair Chalmers out of Great Britain. Rashawn Clark, he's going to do everything in his power to ensure that he's in the final. I'm going to give him an outside shot. So Ray Benjamin for first, Rashawn Clark out of Jamaica for second. What are your predictions, viewers and subscribers? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. And this is the 400-meter hurdles semifinal. Okay, the 400 meters hurdles semifinal. So tomorrow at 2:02 p.m. Tomorrow at 2:02 p.m. we will be having the 200 meters semifinal. And now the big question becomes, can Noah Lyles be beaten in the 200 meters? We know last time around at the World Championships, he was basically running against the clock. He was running towards that world record that Usain Bolt set. The Olympic record a little bit closer to him, as it is 19.30. Let's see if Noah Lyles has enough in the tank to clear that 19.30 set by Usain Bolt in 2008. Remember, the first two in each heat will advance automatically, and then the next two fastest times. So Brian Lavelle, who advanced via the repechage round, Ryan Zizi, we spoke about it in our previous live stream. Sean Maswangani out of South Africa runs out the lane number 4. We have Andre DeGrasse looking to finish his Olympic career in style. He runs out the lane number 5, representing Canada. Gracious Orogo out of Uganda in lane number 6. Kenneth Bednarek, United States, in lane number 7. Alexander Orlando out of Dominica Republic in lane number 8. And Wanya McCoy out of Bahamas in lane number 9. So, as you can see, all but one of the athletes lined up in this race have gone, well, all of them have gone below 20 seconds, all but one. So we expect it to be quick. We expect it to be a case where Kenneth Bednarek is pulling the rest of the pack. So let's see how it plays out. Andre DeGrasse not having his finest season, but as I mentioned a little bit earlier, he's looking to finish his career on a high. So let's see. But Gracious Origo looked good in the previous round. He looked good, and hopefully he'll be able to progress. We have huge Ugandan contingent. Brian Lavelle, first Olympic Games as a Jamaican. We're happy to see him doing so well, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope he gets into that final as well. And if he gets into the final, I tell you something, Edwin Allen will be so proud, considering Tia Clayton, a former athlete representing Edwin Allen as well, was the only Jamaican in the 200-meter finals in the 100-meter finals for women. So it would be good to see on the 200 meters for men, Brian Lavelle representing Edwin Allen getting into the final as well. So Eric Erlandson representing Sweden runs out the lane number 2, and this is semi-final number 2. Aaron Brown, the Canadian, Makan Kishe Sharamba out of Zimbabwe in lane number 4, Joshua Hartman, Germany in lane number 5, Noah Lyles in lane number 6, Faustine Desalu, Italy in lane number 7, Letsila Tbogo in lane number 8, and in lane number 9, Towa Uzawa representing Japan. I think this one is a given, it's a shoe-in. Noah Lyles, I think, will be first, and in second place, Letsila Tbogo. So those are the 2 automatic qualifiers from that round. Semi-final number 3, going from lane number 9 to 2, we have Renan Correa representing Brazil, Orion Knighton in lane number 8 representing the United States, Tapi Wanashe Makarau representing Zimbabwe runs out to lane number 7, Joseph Pambule, Liberia, lane number 6, and remember, Pambule trains in the United States, Filippo Torto, Italy, in lane number 5. Wade Van Niekerk hasn't looked too great, if I'm to be honest with you. Runs out to lane number 4. Brendan Rodney in lane number 3 represents Canada, and Chudi Onwuzurike out of Nigeria runs out of lane number 2. So Orion Knighton, in my opinion, he gets over the line first. In second, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So let's hear who you have finishing second in this one. Might be closer than you think for that second place, but let's see. Let's see. Who do you guys have finishing second in semi-final number 3? Who has a better chance at medal, Parchment or Broadbell? I think Broadbell, you know, if I'm to be honest, Broadbell. I like Broadbell. I think Hansa Parchment usually finishes strong, has a slow start. But I like Broadbell for the win. Not for the win, but to get on the podium. So the curtain closer, the curtain closers, we have the women's 400-meter semi-final. I won't go through this, but the women's 400-meter semi-final starts at 2:45, and in semi-final number 1, we have Janelle Broomfield. In semi-final number 2, we have Nikisha Price, and in semi-final number 3, we have Stacey Ann Williams. So a jam-packed day tomorrow, as far as the 400 meters is concerned, because after that we have the men's 400-meter final. And for the men's 400-meter final, those are the names that will be lining up. So we have Christopher Bailey running out the lane number 2 representing the United States, Samuel Ogazi, lane number 3, Nigeria, Michael Norman, the United States, Kirani James, Grenada, Matthew Hudson Smith, Great Britain, he runs out the lane number 6, Muzala Samokonga out of Zambia in lane number 7. In lane number 8, we have Quincy Hall, and in lane number 9, we have Jareem Richards. So Kirani James and Jareem Richards representing the Caribbean. We have Matthew Hudson Smith representing Great Britain, or should I say Europe. And then we have Muzala Samokonga and Samuel Ogazi representing the continent of Africa. The next 3 athletes, they represent the United States of America. So Kirani James, will he get on the podium? I have him as an outside. I'm going to put him down as one of those who may probably upset the pack and get a bronze medal. I think Hudson Smith will be first, and in second place, I'm going to put Quincy Hall. So Quincy Hall for second, Matthew Hudson Smith for first, and Kirani James for third, in my opinion. So let's hear what you guys have to say. I think gold, silver, Hudson, Smith, silver. Okay. All right. So let's hear what you guys have to say in the comments section. Let's hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. We leave it at that for now, and we will continue our coverage early tomorrow morning. So remember, turn the notification on, smash the like button on this video, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning as we will start the day with coverage of the 100-meter hurdles for women. Okay, so big up on yourself, talk soon, and again, happy Independence Day, Jamaica. One love all the time, Halftime TV family.